Good day, everybody. This is Clarence Manny, and I'm coming to you once more from the M. All right. So, the last video that we had, we were talking about network marketing from the blue collar perspective for our blue collar workers. It doesn't matter. You could be a white collar worker also. But it's for doing your network marketing business in addition to your jobs. A lot of folks might think you have to quit your job in order to have success in your network marketing business. And that's just not the case, at least not in the beginning. As you start to step up and hit higher ranks and your income starts to explode depending on the size of your team, well, then that's a different situation. But for the average Joe, which means 98% of the people who are moving the network marketing business along, this is really going to prove effective for that. For those who are expanding past that, we'll have some videos in place for that. And there are also some folks that you can even look online right now and get some tremendous training from some 6-figure, 7-figure earners and beyond. But today you're going to hear from a 50K, 100K income earner, Clarence Manny, here from New Jersey. And I'm going to tell you about the system that's going to be needed for you to have success in your network marketing business alongside your job. So now we've already discussed simplifying everything and having the vision and, your why and all that good stuff. So now the system. Now, the system is going to be super, super important. It's going to level the playing field. So let's say you're a sales guru. Great. You're a single mom. Great. The system makes it so that both folks are playing on a level field. Now, the wonderful thing about network marketing is that you do not have to be a sales guru. In fact, we kind of prefer that you not be. And that may seem counterproductive because you'll say to yourself, no matter what it is, the service or the product, it has to be sold. So why wouldn't sales experience help me? Well, that's true. It does have to be sold. But oftentimes, top sellers are very hard to coach. They only know one thing, and that's pushing that product along. And so following a system and staying plugged in and doing all the stuff we talked about last time, it's tough for them because the only thing they see is money, 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 money. And if there's any obstacle or challenge to them getting that money, oftentimes they're gone. They're out the back door quicker than they came in many times. So the system is going to be very important, and your success will depend on how well you're able to, let's put it this way, follow instructions. So if you can follow instructions and stick to a simple system, then it's going to help your success ratio go a long, long way. So now, system, we think about that word system, an acronym for it is save yourself time, energy, and money, right? The shortcut is the system. You're not going to shortcut around the system. And that it doesn't matter what you're doing, whether you're doing product leads, there's a system for that. Whether you're doing associate leads, there's a system for that. Whether you're talking to your aunt, your uncle, your mother, your father, guess what? There's a system for that. Okay, and you want to stick to that system. Now, what does the system consist of? Well, first and foremost, as you get exposed to the information, now what? Okay, so now you're in the business. Now what? Well, for one thing, you want to be serious about it. Okay, even if you're going to work spare time. So let's say spare time, you're going to commit 1 hour a week to your network marketing business. That's fine. There's no time limit. You can work 1 hour a week, 1 hour a day, 1 hour every 2 hours, whatever. Okay, just be serious about that hour. In fact, you'll hear a lot of folks talking about doing a 90-day run. I know they're big on that. 90-day runs, because a 90-day run can explode your business and change your lifestyle. It's 90 days of crazy activity, but that can mean for a lot of folks just 1 hour a day. But in that hour, be serious about your business, okay? Don't joke around with it. Don't take calls. Don't be surfing the net or checking your emails and things like that. No, be serious about making those contacts and reaching out to folks so that they can be exposed to your business. Okay, let your family and friends know your intentions as well, because if they're used to hanging out with you every week or weekend or bowling night or whatever it is that you do, and all of a sudden you stop, Now, it's going to create some type of feelings and why and this and that. And so just let them know what your intentions are. It'll just make things a lot easier. So now, what's one of the first things that you'll want to do to explode? We're not just talking about, moving little stuff, but to explode your business. Well, the first thing you want to do is have a private Zoom, a private call, a private business reception. Get yourself active. Get your new people active as far as doing that activity. And this activity will help to get people exposed to what your program is all about, ultimately getting that new associate paid. If that new associate is you, you're going to appreciate that activity. So, and that creates a nice activity as well, because that can duplicate down. Everyone can invite somebody to see some information. All right. And the key thing that in invitation, and you'll hear me say this as we go along with the different videos, don't prejudge anybody. Just write their names down. I heard it said in one of the books that I'm reading, Network Marketing, I believe your first year in network marketing, that you want to make a list of 2,000 people. And for some of y'all, that's scary. For me, that's scary. That's a lot of people. Oh, my goodness. But just make the list anyway. Right? Think about your Facebook and your Instagram. Right? How many followers do you have? It's probably close to 2,000. I know for me it is, right? So guess what? I just went through the list and just started to invite people. And guess what? Some people showed up to watch the presentation and review the information. Okay, so the first thing is just to get those private Zooms and those private calls going. Now, the second thing is that new associate training. That's very important. Now, you don't have to put the new associate training before the private Zoom, because you want to get that new associate paid and promoted as quickly as possible. But of course, training is super important. And think about anything that you do right now. So when you got your normal job, there was training involved. You had to train probably before you did anything else. In fact, a lot of industries, you've got to train before you make your money. But because this is voluntary army as far as network marketing is concerned, you get that person paid and promoted oftentimes before they even go to the training. But of course, training has its place. That's where you learn the stuff that you need to learn, so you don't always have to rely on the person who invites you out, or your sponsors, or your sponsor's sponsor, and so on and so forth. You'll actually start to learn these things so that you can become a professional. And you don't necessarily have to be an expert, but become a professional with regard to getting it done in this industry. Now, there are certain staples in network marketing that a lot of folks just have a problem with, and that's the weekly meeting. So, of course, we have the private Zooms. You want to do as many of those as possible. You have the corporate sponsored trainings, right? You definitely want to go to that. It's new associate training is very important. But then the weekly meeting. Now, let me equate the weekly meeting to like going to your place of worship, or going to your AA meeting, or going to a gym. So if a person is addicted to anything and there's a meeting associated with that, we think about AA, a huge organization that's designed to help folks to stop drinking alcohol, or should I say abusing it. Well, what happens when a person stops going to the AA meeting? We already know. Did they fall off the wagon? Are they on the wagon? I don't even know. But let's put it this way. It's not a good thing. And that causes people to just stop going, and all of a sudden now they're entrenched in what they shouldn't be entrenched in. Or if you have a gym membership and you stop going to the gym, chances are no muscles for you, right? But if you go all the time, all of a sudden it becomes fun. It becomes enjoyable. You can invite other folks to come along with you as a guest, and then guess what? They may want to join the gym as well. Now all of a sudden it's fun, it's enjoyable, and you start to see the results that you want to see. That's the same effect that the weekly business meetings will have on your network marketing business. Now, there are regional monthly events as well that'll take place throughout your area. So I know personally, I live in New Jersey. We oftentimes do a tri-state area event in New Jersey, New York in particular, but also Connecticut sometimes as well, or even down in the Philadelphia marketplace. So you mix it up sometimes. But the point is that once a month, the whole region comes together. Now, why is that important? Well, we think about on the weekly level, where you'll have, let's say, 10, 20, 50 people. It just depends on how strong your market is. I know the biggest I've ever seen, our local market, was about 400 people, which was just ridiculous. That's just incredible. It creates a lot of excitement. That train is moving somewhere. But generally, as you visit different, you see different companies, you see different events, even if for your present company, you're generally going to see it on a smaller scale between 10 and 50 people. So that's the weekly event. The regional event is where you'll see upwards of 100 or 200 or maybe even a few hundred. I can remember one event we had too many people at because the fire marshal came and shut it down. Now well, it didn't shut it down, but he just said no more people involved inside. So that's very exciting, by the way. When something like, hey, no more people inside, that gets the people outside looking, what's going on in there? Why are so many people? Right? That's exciting. It creates excitement. Then you get people joining the business, and it excites you as well. So your regional monthly events, you want to go to them. And then, of course, there's your annual conference. Now, here's what the annual conference will do. It will take your business from your head to your heart. All of a sudden now you understand the mission that's going on in your company. It's about the mission, not the commission many times. Of course, the bottom line is the bottom line. The people don't get paid, the people don't stay, right? So the company has to pay in order for the people to stay. But many times people will do many, many different things, right, for a cause. If they believe in your mission, they will run through the fire for you. They'll take a bullet for you. People will lay their lives on the line for you if they agree with your mission. So to wrap that up, you can say it this way. One weekly briefing, right? So one briefing every single week, one regional event every single month, and then one or maybe even two conferences every single year. These are simple staples of the system that will keep your network marketing business rocking and rolling. All right, I hope this was helpful. Now let's get out there. Let's recruit some folks. Until the next time when I'll be coming to you from the M.